So I just got the chance to watch Zootopia 2, so let's talk about it. Here's a quick plot synopsis. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are on a new case this time, and it has to do with reptiles now. In the previous one, it was for predator and prey. Now it's with reptiles and discrimination against them. And to be more specific, it has to do with this one snake that wants to get this book by a lynx, and the snake was actually wronged. Its ancestors were wronged in the past. That's why it's trying to get that book and trying to prove its innocence. So let's talk about this movie. First and foremost, what I really like. I have to say the comedy in this film is really great. At almost every moment there's a comedic bit coming up, and it's really effective. So whoever wrote the script knew how to write funny stuff, and they did a good job. It was hilarious. The theatre was cackling and laughing out loud during times, and even I myself found it very funny. I really like that. In this film, our two main characters, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, have some, let's just say they run into some problems and obstacles in their relationship, in their partnership together, and they have to figure it out through this entire film, and they overcome those differences. So I really liked how there's like a character arc there for each of these two characters, and there are a bunch of side characters, which the snake was fine. I thought that was a good side character, and there was a beaver as well, which okay, I guess I didn't really care that much about it, but it was funny to see that beaver. It had some moments, some comedic moments. And the movie was very entertaining, and there were a lot of other movie references. There was a reference from The Shining and other Disney projects as well. And even Indiana Jones, like small references like that. And you get to see some of the old characters from the first movie back in this movie as well. Even if it's for a short bit, they do help out. So they do have a role in the story as well, even though it's not really that big. So I really liked all these specific moments. But here's what I really didn't like. I felt that the story was kind of formulaic, and just like the first film, just that they tweaked certain things here and there, which I thought was quite lazy, but who cares? It's a kids movie. Then second, I really think we have come to a point where animated movies, especially Disney animated movies, have this problem where the characters talk too much. So it was the same thing in Inside Out too, but I didn't realize it back then. But now after seeing this movie, it's becoming a trend. You know how there's a rule called show don't tell in storytelling, where you want to show the main moral theme or lesson you can learn from that story? Yeah, this movie does the complete opposite. When the movie is nearing to its end, the characters just say it all out. That's the problem here. Instead of showing it to us, they're saying it to us. I know it's a kids movie, but they are not that dumb. I just want to put that out. And something else that I really didn't like is the villain. Disney has this bad habit with twist villains that they are doing right now. They did it with Frozen, and I won't spoil anything, but there was a villain in this movie which, again, I won't spoil anything. There was a villain in this movie that I thought was really? It is so unoriginal. I've seen this like 100 times in at least other Disney projects. So I wish they were more original there. Also, yeah, it makes me really furious because this twist villain thing really ruined the experience for me a bit, because it became so clear that this story is actually recycled from another Disney project. I just mentioned it, Frozen. If you watch the movie, you will know. And then right after this movie, go watch Frozen. You'll see the exact same thing nearing the ending of the film. And it is just so obvious. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to spoil anything again. So it is just so freaking obvious, and it's just lacking originality and creativity. It just made me so furious. And it's no surprise that Disney has been making unoriginal stuff over the years. I mean, they've been making sequels and live action remake for stuff that we never asked for so long, instead of making original stuff. Good original movies, sorry. Unlike Elio, I've just been quiet about it for so long, but this is the final straw, man. There were a few plot holes in this movie as well, especially one. So you know how earlier I mentioned it has to do something with this book? Now here's the thing. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde had to go to some place in Zootopia to ask another reptile about this book. And then he said the clue is on the cover of the book. But here's the thing. Before she asked that, I was always wondering, why don't you just open the book to see if there could be any clues inside? Because we never saw her open the book before meeting that reptile. And she easily trusted him, even though it's the first time she's meeting him. Here, I actually thought, okay, maybe the book is locked. That's why she cannot open it. And then like an hour into the movie, she opens it. Like, bro, what? This entire time you could open the book and read inside, look inside if there are any clues that you can take from it, and you didn't even open it at all? Are you serious right now? Maybe I might have missed something. That's why I am looking at this as a plot hole. And if it's a very small plot hole, I get it, right? It's a kids movie, who's gonna care? But this seems like a really big deal to me. And there were other small plot holes here and there, so especially with the twist villain, some of the things didn't add up, didn't line up, didn't make sense. But who cares? Again, it's a kids movie, I guess. So whatever. Overall, I think it's a fun and entertaining movie, but it could be better, and Disney needs to stop with its trope and then try to figure out something original for the audience. Well, this movie is going to make $1 billion anyway, so they are not going to learn. But then again, I hope one day Disney comes up with new storylines and new arcs instead of reusing the same material, especially for its villains and sequels, bringing back the original story back into the sequel just with a few twists and turns. Please. I know it's a kids movie, but you don't need the characters to talk too much. Yeah, so overall, fun, entertaining movie. Definitely take your family to this film. It's very nice. I really enjoyed it. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. You guys are always the best.